I'm built your wound.
Hello guys, this is Rock Edition Conquer South by Southwest, and we're here with Go Radio today.
How's it going?
And I guess to start out with, you gotta ask the usual South by South questions. Is this your guys' first time? Or?
Yeah, it absolutely is, but it's been super fun. Like, yesterday was our first show here, and I'd say it was successful. It's been kind of weird, like, it's like Warped Tour, but everything's inside, so
Yeah.
it's really strange, but it's fun.
So it's not as hot, you don't have to worry about,
Exactly.
dealing with like the weather elements.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like, I was just trying to describe it to somebody earlier, and I was like, it's kind of like Warped Tour, but with 10 times more people, 10 times more bands, and spanned over an entire city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting. It's a lot of fun, though. Chaotic, but
Good job on that description.
It's very chaotic.
nailed it.
So did you guys hear any like horror stories about South by before you came? Like it's gonna be really tough, or
We got that talk from everybody. You know, like our manager, especially Derek, he's like, "You guys, it's gonna be crazy. No one's gonna know anything that's going on ever for any reason.
Drop
but
everything you know about shows.
yeah, nothing's gonna apply here. But we're really lucky. Our crew is incredible, and they've been kind of holding up that end of us, I guess. So we don't really have to, you know, I guess get as dirty with that this time.
Yeah, we're fortunate. It's
Yeah.
it's one of those things that you can't really prepare for, so you just roll with the punches and
Yeah.
to go with it. No, as a volunteer, that's what we have to do too. They're like, you don't really know what you're doing until you get there. And I was like, cool,
All right.
okay, I can do that.
yeah, I guess the largest horror story is when they tell you, like last night's set, they were like, you have 10 minutes to load on between when the last band ends and when you start.
Yeah.
You can't go over that, and then you're also using an entire thing of, like a backline of equipment that we had never seen or touched before. So you got like 10 minutes to figure everything out, and that was probably the biggest.
So
Like-
does it sound good yet?
I don't know.
No, does it sound good?
And then they're just like, you gotta go now, and you're like, all right.
Here we
So
go. I hope it's
Here we go.
You hope your instinct just kicks in there.
uh,
It's fun nonetheless.
Alright, so there's like 2,000 plus bands here. Are there anybody in particular that you have to go see, or?
you know,
It's
I want to say yes, but honestly, like we've been really fortunate in this last year or two that most of the bands, definitely not all the bands, like there are obviously bands out there, but most of the bands that we really admire and look up to, we've been able to tour with.
yeah.
So it's we've learned a lot from those guys and stuff like that. But a lot of those guys are here, so it's like yeah, we get to see you, but we also get to hang out with you. So it's like it's more like, it's not like, hey, we're going to see all these awesome bands. It's like, oh, I just want to see this guy again. I want to drink with this guy. I want to go get something to eat with this guy. It's like
Yeah, I definitely have bands. I know that there are bands here, and like somebody was telling me that there's a South by Southwest app that I got on my phone, and I was looking through it, and there are so many bands, but it's almost like difficult to pick.
Yeah.
To look through, you're like, God. And then we're so busy, our schedule is like just packed almost all the days, so it's like, it's kind of like hard to decide which ones. But I know one band that I really wanted to see was the Early November,
Yeah.
because I actually met a few of those guys last night, and they were really nice. But and then Fun
Yes,
is here. I think I already
definitely
missed them, but
yeah,
there was Andrew WK. I don't know. There's tons, but we haven't had time to like really think about.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all gonna be done, and then we're gonna be like, oh, they played. Oh.
It was really weird last night. Everyone's going, all right, so what are you gonna do? Like, well, you can either go see Fawn, or you can go see Skrillex, or you can go see Andrew WK, or you can go see, like all these other bands. Yeah, all these other bands were just like right there. So it's like, oh, well, this is interesting. This is neat.
The other thing is, I would get lost on my way to try and find half these stages. Like,
In them both.
yeah,
Terrible with directions.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
We know point A and point B. If you put anything in between, it's like,
Don't tell me to make turns because I can't.
Yeah.
I can understand
I
that.
can't.
I
I can't turn left.
It's true. Not an ambi turner.
No left. You have to just keep going right until you get to.
One day,
Gotcha.
Alex. One day.
So after South by, you guys are gonna head out on your Lucky Street tour, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Do you have any like big plans for that, or anything you're looking forward to most on that tour?
I think that tour in general is what I'm looking forward to. Like we've spent a long time trying to build up to this point, where it's like, we're able to go out and, hopefully fingers crossed that, we have great shows. I believe they will. But, it's kind of like this tour is like a culmination of the last several years for us. So it's we're really excited about it.
Yeah, we're definitely. This tour for us is going to be unlike. I mean, even our fans who have seen us multiple times, this show will be totally different. I mean, we pulled out all the stops. We're not like doing it just like we're not just playing along a set. We are playing along a set. We're playing songs that we've never played before. We're even possibly throwing in a new song. So you'll have to come and check that out. But we have lights. We have all these cool tricks on our sleeves. We have a brand. Everything's going to look sharp.
Ooh,
So
will there be fire? Will you be like doing fire?
It's just
He's the fire guy. I'm the rabbit in the hat guy.
Call me the fire guy.
Okay.
Fire guy.
Fire guy. You weren't there for that.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, if you've seen Go Radio before and you've enjoyed it, come out to this tour because it's gonna be like 2.0. It's gonna be awesome.
Go Radio 2.0.
Go Radio 2.0.
You can just
You heard it
add that
here.
as, like, the
You heard it here
tagline.
first.
We're no longer beta testing Go Radio.
And unfortunately, 2 bands had to drop off this tour. How did you guys go about finding people to replace them so quickly? Because I know, like, it just happened, and then you guys were like, here, unfortunately, medical issues. Here's some other guys, though.
Yeah, luckily, we had people in mind, like, automatically. It was, like, friends, like, this Providence, we met them in Australia, like, great dudes.
Unreal, man.
And it's people that we've been trying to tour with and trying to get stuff together with. So it's like, when an opening happened, like, especially like There for Tomorrow, like, we're very, very sorry to hear that. Tonight Alive or Label Mates, like, like everything kind of like fell apart at the last minute. But like I said, because we wanted to tour with all these people for so long, that it's like now we have a chance to to reach out to this Providence and say, hey, let's tour together, let's finally make this happen. And luckily all the schedule was cleared up. But
yeah, it's hard to be like, because when stuff that happens, we were in the studio, just finishing up our new record, and we were so excited about this tour, and it did happen right at the end. It's hard to like not be bitter at first, because you're like, what do you mean? How can you do that? But we ended up, they all had really legitimate reasons, and it wasn't like they were copping out. Like, they have people. Sometimes things happen in your life, and you have to put yourself first before the band, and deal with these problems, and so they're doing that, and we love them and everything. But yeah, like you said, this Providence jumping on the tour is amazing. I think a lot of us have listened to the band for years, and they're nice dudes, and it's like one of those things where it's nice to, after a whole year's touring, we met all these people that it was cool when we found ourselves backed in this corner that our some friends ended up stepping up and were like, we'll do the tour.
So you make something good out of something bad.
Absolutely, and we're gonna keep on. We're gonna keep on with it. It's still gonna be a great tour. So keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
And you mentioned that you finished up your record. I was wondering, do you guys have a name for that yet? Are you allowed to say, or?
We actually don't have a name for it yet. This is something that's been plaguing, I know, both Alex and my minds. So I mean, we're working on that. We just nailed down song titles. Yeah. So. One step, baby steps, right?
Baby steps.
So you get in there, you just start like pulling names out of hats or something, a random name generator, and
it's hard.
It's hard before you can run.
It's hard to name a record, and we put a lot of thought into stuff like that. Like with Lucky Street, we spent a lot of time putting in the idea of Lucky Street and branding it with the horseshoe thing, and we like to really conceptualize it. So we're still we just finished the record a little over a week ago. So
it's really tough to listen to the songs, and because the songs they sum up the last year of our life, and so when thinking about a name for a record, we're going like, what can we say in 2 words or less that's gonna adequately sum up the last year for us, so it's a very, very tough thing to do.
It's totally understandable. That'd be tough. Good luck, guys.
It'll be cool regardless.
Definitely.
I mean, we get it. You're being really mean about us not being able to
No, I'm not. I was just wondering.
I feel awful.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Whenever you guys leave, I'm gonna cry. Actually, probably.
No.
That's what the back room's for.
Okay. I always wondered what the back room was for. With
all sad
with all the mirrors and stuff.
Yeah, it's to look at yourself while you're crying. It's to stare your shame away.
Oh, no.
Look it right in the eye.
No. And there's rumors it's planned for summer, right? Is it early summer, end of summer? Is that?
I think if anything, it'd probably be the earliest it would be midsummer. It's not going to be early summer or.
I would say actually tentatively like close to like August.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to put it out as soon as we can, but probably mid to late summer.
Okay. And jumping back to your old album, which one do you guys have like a favorite off of that one, off of Lucky Street?
It goes day to day for me, honestly. Like with any of our songs, and really favorite songs in general. Like I find that music is such a descriptive thing that, you know, to go like this is my favorite one is directly dependent on the mood I'm in. You know, like sometimes I'll be driving down the road, like searching radio stations, going, "Why is there no Bright Eyes on the radio?" You know, I just don't know. But and then other days I'm like, Bon Jovi is just my jam, and you know.
Luckily, we write all these songs.
But
the whole spectrum.
You know, so when it comes to especially stuff of your own, as I was getting to you, when it comes to stuff that you know that we've written together, it's the same thing. It's like depending on what I'm feeling like at the time. You know, like I'll want to turn on House of Hallways and kind of revisit what was going on there, or like you know any of those things. Like it's definitely very different.
Yeah, I'd say for me, the one that constant, like over and over becomes my favorite is Hold On, which is the one we just played. But yeah, the record is such there's 14 songs, and with the record you have like the ones you love to play live, and so but those ones are almost entirely different from the ones that like I really love to do like acoustically or whatever. But
It's like picking children.
yeah, it's
Like going, I love you more than your brother.
yeah, we really have such an emotional
When you put it
attachment to
that
this.
way.
See, now we made you feel bad.
Now you make me feel bad.
How does that feel?
No, I have
Probably not
a
very well.
sister, and I'm always like joking with my parents. I'm like, you like her better. She's the favorite. So, I totally understand. But you mentioned like having songs that you like to play live. Which ones are your favorites to play live?
For me, I always love Goodnight Moon just because it's that song with our fans that is really, really, I don't know, there's a connection there, but songs that are uncharacteristically not my favorite to listen to on the record, but are my favorite to play live are songs like Fight Fight. That song is just so much energy in it, and so Fight Fight is a lot of fun.
I enjoy Fight Fight as well. I get a solo in Fight Fight. So
Yes, you do.
The band is constantly battling me in solos. So.
Yeah, you give them a guitar, and sometimes you have to like hold the reins.
Yeah, be like, whoa.
Easy, fellow.
There's a time and a place, and we will find that time and place. It's not now. It's
It
not
is in
now.
sound check when no one is in the room.
You just go all out. You're a rock star. You're on the ground like, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get it out.
Back arching, groundbreaking solos. At least that's what I hear in my head. What everybody else hears is probably not the same thing.
As long as you feel good about what
Yeah.
you're playing, right?
I feel like everyone else is just going around like, that just sounds like a cat being run over by a bulldozer. That's what that sounds like. But
It's like somebody showing off a drum riff. You're like, it's good, but it's loud. There's nothing else happening. You're just hitting stuff.
You're just going.
things you are doing are annoying me. Yeah, maybe you could stop that.
Yeah. Fight that.
Fight. Awesome. Are you playing that tonight, or can we look forward to that one
I
tonight?
think so.
I believe so, yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know. It's funny because we have like our headlining set, which is like a really long set for the Lucky Street tour, and then we've had two different. We had like a 25-minute set last night. We had like a 40-minute set today, and then another like 30-minute set today. So we have like 3 or 4 different sets planned. So I'm not sure, but that song is in one of these sets.
It's in one of theirs. So.
Sometime today we will play that song. So that's how we
Okay.
get kids to come to all of our shows. Since we
Gotcha.
play different songs.
Keep them coming for more. I see what you do there.
Clever.
It's very clever. And lastly, I guess, you guys have any other big plans for 2012 besides the tour and the album? Is there any big...
Well, we're looking to stay on the road.
Yeah.
We don't have anything.
Tour.
We don't have anything like official right now.
Yeah.
We have plans to do stuff, but I think the plan right now is we got the record done, and the plan is to stay on the road.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So you guys heard it here. They're going to be on the road. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk with us and play us a song and letting us into your really awesome bus. So thank you.